The first contest is a heavy middleweight contest consisting of 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide the winner. Between on my left and in the red corner from Lewisham, beautiful Bobby Barnes. His opponent on my right and in the blue corner, the exquisitely dressed star from Hexhall, Catweazle. And ladies and gentlemen, your referee for the first of this afternoon's contest is the international third man, Max Wall.
Hello again, grapple fans. Good afternoon to you, and welcome to the Fairfield Hall, Croydon, for another freestyle session. And this afternoon we start with a 6-round contest, 2 falls to decide. Each round of 5 minutes, of course, between Bobby Barnes from Lewisham, in the trunks on the right, the blonde, the usual specially arranged blonde hair of Bobby Barnes on the right there. And in the curious gear, his opponent, Catweazle, the boy from Hexthorpe near Doncaster, whose real name, of course, is Gary Cooper, which is why he changed it for the ring. Who can use the name Gary Cooper? So this, rather unusual, I think it may be, preliminary contest to this afternoon's bouts. Catweazle versus Bobby Barnes over 6 rounds and 2 falls. 2 submissions or a knockout to decide. The third man in the ring, we'll spot in a minute. There he is on the left, Max Ward of Birmingham. Yes, there may be a bit of pretty stuff from Bobby Barnes. There may be a bit of comedy from Catweazle. His gear proves, if he came in the ring, that yes, and there's some more. But that's just playing for the crowd. Believe me, both of these fellows really good wrestlers, and they can afford to play around just a little bit, as I think they'll find out. But when the wrestling really starts, we'll find out just how good they are at the actual art of the wrestling game. Bobby Barnes doesn't like the corner post there, because right on the corner post of Catweazle's corner, of course, is the Toad, Catweazle's famous Toad. They're glaring at Bobby Barnes every time he goes to that corner, and Barnes does not like it, still complaining. All he's got to do is to knock it off. It can't be too hard for him. Just post his man so that the Toad is thrown right across the auditorium.
Come on, try it again. Come on.
Let's try that again. See if I can break it like you did. No, not quite so easy. Not with Barnes holding the full Nelson on. But he's got other ways. the top, back into the ropes, too far. And this packed crowd here at the Fairfield Hall, Croydon, really enjoying this preliminary contest. Light-hearted, it may be, but I think we'll see some pretty good wrestling when they settle down to it. How about that for an arm roll? Over the top cross press by Barnes. Nicely. Just 1 minute to go in round 1 of 6. And the backhammer is on around the left leg of Barnes, holding it on with his right. And now he really has got time to do his first time. Look out for the coiffeur. And lean back, bringing that backhammer way up between the shoulder blades. Just half a minute now in this first round, and Catweazle wishes the bell would go any second, I imagine. That bridge that he's laying on there is not really a healthy one because his right arm is caught. Both arms caught now with just 12 seconds left in this first round. Finally out, but too late in this round to come back at all. So let's have a look at Catweazle in his corner. There he is, from Hexthorpe, Doncaster, 13 stone. This is about a heavy middleweight contest. The upper bracket at 13.5. And a great personality, this fellow. We first saw in 1971, and a lot of fans write in saying, can't we see more of him? Round 2, and in case you've just joined us, welcome to this packed Fairfield Hall here at Croydon. And we're in the second round, we're starting the second round of this heavy middleweight contest between Bobby Barnes of Lewisham, Catweazle of Doncaster. Barnes on the left with the normal trunks, wrestling trunks. And Catweazle is always in his special gear, the longer hairstyle and the beard. No score, and it's a 2-fall contest. Referee Max Ward of Birmingham. Post, what happened to his mascot, his toad, has disappeared in the interval. So toe and ankle now to the cat, and it's Barnes in trouble for really the first time in this. Slightly unusual use of the toe there, but seemed to work, and I don't think the referee spotted it anyway. If he did, he didn't mind too much. Side headlock Barnes. Turn to the opposite side, but still the same hold. Oh yes, turned too far that time. Barnes let the head go, but he got the cat's head in there. Figure 4 head scissors there. A little bit late on that move, and lucky to get a second one. Sure. He does that so often to his opponents. I'm surprised Barnes hasn't spotted that before. Wasn't the least suspicious of it. I'm not sure he's taken Catweazle on before, actually, on television. Got rid of the rope, top two ropes by himself, but didn't like it too much. It's much easier to get help from the referee when they get caught like that. Depending on how powerful those ropes are. Different in each ring. Just a minute left in round two. Barnes going for an arm lock now. That arm lock really laid on, but it's with the joint at the moment. Now back against the joint. Half a minute left. So whatever he does, Catweazle in trouble from that arm lock. He's got about 7 seconds. I think actually he was just about out of that on the bell. But Bobby Barnes over in his corner. Well, he's taking quite a time getting back there. Bobby Barnes from Lewisham, 13 stone 8 of Bobby. You remember the famous tag team, the Hells Angels, along with Adrian Street. It's the partner of Adrian Street, but since Adrian Street left the business, Bobby Barnes is a solo wrestler now.
Round 3.
And at the start of round 3, with 4 rounds to go, here at the Fairfield Hall, Croydon, in this packed house, it's been booked solid for a couple of weeks now. Bobby Barnes versus Catweazle is our preliminary contest. 6 5-minute rounds, 4 to go, and 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout to decide. Barnes in the plain trunks. And Catweazle back to canvas now, and a curious striped gear it is, the long blonde hair and the beard, which we'll be able to see today. Referee Max Ward hasn't had too much trouble with his bout, but he's going to have a little trouble now. It wouldn't break when told. Happy, but Barnes not so happy about that particular move. Barnes tries it, but nothing to get hold of, really. Nice turn. That's Barnes still. Beautiful leg hack there. Very neatly done. Into a figure-4 leg lock. Barnes right back to the ropes now. He's got that figure-4 leg lock on really hard. And now could get his first score from this submission, possibly. Quite determined to try. Release the figure-4, but it's just a question of whether the cat can get up there, push his man backwards, lose balance. Not so far. Bobby Barnes said, "Do you mind moving your hand?" And Catweazle said, "Not at all." And he did. A couple of minutes to go in the third. Figure four, beautiful one there. That's Barnes with the short arm scissors and from the figure four elbow. Beautifully done. Now, Catweazle could be in prolonged trouble here. Unless he figures a way to get out of this. Not an easy hole to get out of at all. But he's got an angle on it. In fact, he's hurting Barnes with the counter. So maybe he's on the way to making Barnes release. Yes, and a figure four leg lock. Beautifully done by Catweazle. Very seldom you can see that operate. And Barnes under the bottom rope on the counter. Posting of the bout. Ed Mayer followed down with the instep rather than the shin. We've done a great deal more damage. Half a minute. Don't know what Barnes is going for. He's going to have to hurry. He's got about 10 seconds. He's trying a drop it there of a curious type, but it's not working. 5 seconds he's got. Too late, whatever it is. Catweazle turned pro wrestler in 1970. His hobby, believe it or not, is visiting and entertaining the kids in the orphanages all around especially the Yorkshire area, and he does a tremendous job at this. Goes to hospitals, orphanages all over the place. Very popular entertainer indeed.
Round 4.
And with 3 rounds to go as we start round 4, no score. Catweazle on the left there, of course, there with the beard, and his opponent, Bobby Barnes of Lewisham. 2 falls to decide the bout. Both of them trying the crotch hold there, but it's Catweazle who's got that double wrist lock in the back of the position, or had it. Torn ankle to Barnes near the ropes. Very near the rope still. Catweazle can just force him off balance. He's clear. There it is. Too much playing with the gallery then, took a little too long. And a punch straight to the stomach, which you all saw it on. Forearm that the referee spotted, but he didn't see the punch. It's over the top for Barnes on a folding press. Looks trouble for Catweazle. There it is, the first one in round 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round 4, the first ball to Bobby Barnes. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 4, the referee has given his first public warning to Bobby Barnes.
So I don't really know why that referee Max Ward has given Bobby Barnes his public warning as he got that fall, whether he spotted that punch earlier, in which case he should have stopped about then. Anyway, there he is, Max Ward, looking quite happy with this. 2 rounds to go.
Anyway, round 5.
As we start round 5, Barnes coming in to try and finish the whole thing off 2-0 now. He's on his way to a second public warning. The attacks on the ropes. Catweazle, I should think it's very probable he's laying this on a bit. Maybe not quite so much trouble. Lady with a handbag on the right there, but she missed by a mile anyway. Now, and it's treatment to his hair he doesn't like. It's rather like Mick McManus with his ears. Yes, and holding it for the folding press. Good one if he can hold it. He's got it, 1 each. So he makes it. He comes back into the bout with just 1 round to go. And that will be long enough for him to get the winner now, because Barnes a little bit angry in the opposite corner, and I think we'll find that the action continues from Catweazle. Let's see what happens. Any second now we start the final round.
6th and last round.
1 each, remember, and 1 public warning against Barnes. Still Catweazle going in. The base of the spine drop. Ooh, yeah. Right on the kneecap. Barnes wisely holding onto the rope for as long as he can. After that base of the spine, and it really was a harsh one. Tell by that whose side the crowd is. No, this time it didn't work, and his Barnes waiting for that, going over for the shoulder press underneath, and no trouble for Barnes, the wrestler from Lewisham. In the end, 2 falls to 1. And Mike Judd, our MC.
Ladies and gentlemen, in round 6, and by 2 falls to 1, the winner, Bobby Barnes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure everybody here will give a very big hand for a most unfortunate Catweazle. Ladies and gentlemen, as it is, big hand please once again for Catweazle. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner in round 6 by 2 falls to 1,